as well, with the satisfaction of being cleverer than you used to be. You'll look back in a few years' time and think, oh wow, I've learned so much studying philosophy, I'm cleverer than I was 2 years, a year, maybe even 6 months ago. And that's, as well, a fantastic and amazing feeling. So I'm not sure I agree with you that philosophy is essentially destructive to ideas that bring you comfort, because there's a lot of comfort and fun that can be had pursuing it. You say that you don't feel you have any purpose in the universe and therefore any happiness. Do you think that having a purpose or a place in some kind of divine or cosmic plan is, the main thing that makes you happy? Do you not derive happiness from other things? Does being with people you love make you happy, and being intellectually, creatively, emotionally fulfilled? I derive happiness just from hanging out with my friends and doing YouTube stuff and doing the little day-to-day tasks that I enjoy. I'm very much into theatre. I derive a lot of happiness from that, and from going down the pub and some more simple pleasures as well. I mean, do you feel that you need to have some kind of overarching direction in your life to feel happy? I mean, everyone likes to feel that they are in a position where they understand who they are and their position in the universe and where they're going. But do you feel you need to be part of some kind of enormous cosmic plan to derive happiness? Is that really the only thing that can make you happy? That's really a question that only you can answer, and my own answer to that isn't something that's been taught in a class. And again, I'm not coming at this question from a position of academic authority or anything like that. Just as a man who has considered that a great deal, and is generally pretty happy with life. So I would say, do you really need that to feel happy? That's up to you. I would also say, and I don't mean to detract from the significance of what you're feeling in any way at all, that if you're about to go to university, then I'm guessing you're maybe 17, 18, it may be that what you're feeling partially has its roots in the fact that you are still growing up, which I know is a horribly patronising thing to say, but bear with me. Certainly, if your experience of secondary school is anything like my experience of secondary school, I'll just say it gets better. It really, really does. And I think that's the one thing that I wish somebody would have told me, or that I could have gone back in time and told myself when I was in secondary school, is that things get so much better. I mean, the final 2 years of secondary school for me were, I think, the most miserable I've ever been. And I just wish somebody had showed me how awesome the next 2 or 3 years were going to be. Because you will get to university, you will have an amazing, amazing time. Like, all the petty things that were wrong with high school, those disappear, and you'll be in an environment with people who respect you and treat you like an equal, and an environment in which you can earn your place and you won't be held back by little rumours and things like that. No, university is an amazing place, and life just gets so much better when you walk out of those school gates. It's the rest of your life is out there, and that place will seem so small and tiny and insignificant. And I hope, it's obviously not the case for everybody, not everybody enjoys university, people drop out and so on, but I hope, and I think I'm probably pretty statistically likely to be correct, that you will be so happy at university and you'll have an amazing time, especially somewhere like Cambridge as well. You lucky person going to Cambridge. That's so amazing. It's a brilliant place. I know, I looked at it, I went there. By the way, if you're at all inclined towards the creative arts and the performing arts, join the Cambridge Footlights. Those people are insanely talented. They are so good. My brother was actually in the Cambridge Footlights when he was there, and he's done very well out of it. So maybe part of what you're feeling is just you're struggling intellectually and emotionally against the barriers of high school, which I very much understand. And like I said, I don't want to demean that experience in any way. I mean, everyone says, oh, when you're 18, everything seems like the end of the world, and it's like, well, that doesn't mean that it didn't feel bad. That doesn't mean it doesn't feel like a big important thing. And you're obviously, dealing with very big intellectual questions and emotional struggles, which every intellectual and thinking person deals with at some point in their life, and is very normal, and which you'll probably come back to again and again and again, and which everyone deals with. So you may not always feel these negative feelings and this helplessness. It might just be a passing thing, and I hope it is. Like I said, this video is more kind of beard strokey philosophy, and I don't mean to insinuate that I have definitive answers to any of these questions. Like I said, I would advise that you ask a whole bunch of other people. I'm sure there'll be some nice, lovely, supportive comments that you can read. And I hope that your journey and that your intellectual development and your engagement with these questions progresses and that you reach an answer that makes you happy. So thank you very much for sending that in. I'm always willing to talk about these sorts of things with you guys. Like I've said before, I read all the comments, all the messages, all the inbox things, absolutely everything you guys send. So I'm always 100% willing to talk to you about anything you want to, really. Philosophy or philosophy, inverted commas, basically meaning beard strokey stuff. That's all we've got time for this week on Behind the Scenes with Ollie. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye!